Have you ever gone to the beach or went to the pool and just had a blast? You were playing in the sun, you were playing in the water, you were playing with strangers, now made friends. You were just having a really good time. But at some point during that play, you start to slow down, to get tired. Your skin gets all pruny and soft and almost translucent. So slowly your friends start leaving and you're like one of the last ones there. And then that sun that felt so good on your skin is now baking you, while at the same time you're freezing because you are drenched through and through. So you had a great time, but the minute you get in that car, the minute you sit down and stop moving, what happens? You get really, really tired. So that's what teaching is. Teaching is being at the beach or being at the pool all day. And all day, each hour is like a month of teaching. So you're there all day long, but you're not just the person playing in the pool. No, you're the lifeguard. So not only are you dealing with the combination of sun and water, sun and water, sun, heat, and water drenching, as well as these precocious kids who are determined to find everything they can to get in trouble or to get in danger. That is you, your teacher, and your lifeguard. So hey guys, it is I, Shaneequa C of Shaneequa C TV, but I am also a veteran teacher, 12 years into the system, and this is my last one, for sure. So, I'm talking to you guys about summer. You see, there's this myth that's going around that teachers have hardly anything to do all year. They're just glorified babysitters, and that's a video for another time. But they get this wonderful time called summer. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I've talked to fellow teachers just to make sure that the way I was feeling is not exactly a one-off, but it's truly across the board. And here's what happens. That year, our year at the beach, our year in the sun is exhausting. Your body wants to cool off. So does your brain. And you just need rest. If you notice, when you go home from the beach or the pool, you do almost nothing, right? You want to rest. You want to chill. You want to recuperate. And you want to just get back your energy. And that's what summer is. Summer is for us teachers, for we the teachers. Forget my grammar, guys. I may be an English teacher, but I never actually learned grammar. So I don't teach it. I teach creativity and imagination and literature, not grammar. But summer for us is our day after the beach. It is for us to get back who we are. Get back being somebody other than Mrs. or Mr. or Ms. whoever. Summer is our time to mentally rebuild ourselves. Because unlike a day at the beach, which is completely fun, sometimes a year in teaching really isn't. You're dealing with not only parent-teacher conferences and IEPs and 504s and principals and observations and paperwork and grading and degrading, because that's what happens, as well as low pay, as well as spending your low pay to help other kids. You're dealing with that 10 months out of the year. 10 months out of the year. And so those first couple of weeks of summer are about rebuilding ourselves, because we've sustained a lot of mental abuse. We've sustained a lot of spiritual abuse, and we've also sustained a lot of emotional abuse. Because unlike what you might think, a teacher is a human being. We deal with a lot. And the verbal abuse that happens consistently, that emotional abuse of being observed and then found lacking, I talked about all that in another video. That stuff takes its toll on our minds and on our body. And for the first half of summer, we are rebuilding ourselves. The second half of summer, we're going to workshops and other things that are required, but we're also mentally preparing ourselves to step back into our classrooms. Because believe it or not, most of us are there because we actually do care. And most of us are there because we're actually trying to make an impact on this society that we don't actually fully agree with. Because we know that we are the gatekeepers to the next generation. A teacher is more than a glorified babysitter. A teacher is everything some of y'all could not even begin to be. We are managers, supervisors, curriculum designers. We are the CEOs of the classroom. Those titles commandeer so much more as far as income, but they don't have as great as an impact as a teacher does. So until this country stops belittling us, we're going to boycott. We're going to walk, we're going to strike, but we're also going to keep doing our job, which is teaching. So, even though some of us aren't doing it in the classroom, the rest of us are hitting the internet waves. And we're making sure that you not only learn to respect us, but actually do respect us. This is a teacher. For the very last time this year, 2018, well, classroom teacher last time, but I will always be teaching for the rest of my life, guys, because as I said, a teacher is the gatekeeper of the next generation. So for me, it'll be the next generation of entrepreneurs, and that's what I do. I help people get clarity around their story, around their offering, and around how they can add value to this society. And if you're a teacher who felt this video, not only should you take the time to share this with other teachers, but also give me a call. Let's talk about how else you can show up in this world and change the next generation. Bye.